time to stream some boring air battles. I didn't want to stream these boring air battles, but my fiance wanted me to stream these boring air battles. Does this guy always glow red? Huh. I don't think this guy always glowed red. Maybe it's because the event is nearly over? But anyway, we're going to be using our flying caucus build, formerly known as, but presently known as, the banana boat. Because it's full of potassium. Perfect. Exactly as I planned it. My NQ, Jesus Christ. 1 minute and 44 seconds later. Ugh. You guys believe Battle Pass is finally almost over? A friend of mine told me, by the way, these last crafts, you actually have to pay for this pass in order to unlock. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? God damn it. Surprise, motherfucker. But first I want to see if it's even possible. So right now I'm catching up on the mini passes levels before I even consider making. This next battle pass though, it feels like a must buy non-skip. Could be wrong though. It feels like it. Well, we're not up against a team that I'm aware of, which is good. Getting tagged team in the air sucks. Oop. So what we're going to do is we've got a flying unit with triggers. We've got Athenas down here. We don't want anything to do with those Athenas because they're incredibly powerful. See? Oh yeah, by the way, I replaced my mouse. There we go. Oh, nope, nope. Trying to escape with the power of gravity. He did not. Alright. Got another flying target. We're going to try and keep him on our broadside. And that's that. If we can't kill Andy, this dirty rapist is going to slay the entire team. Yup, he's gonna slay the entire team. He got rid of my radar, so I have to stay even closer than I want to. What's the... Oh, he's just mint condition. He's good. He just is healthy. He doesn't need help at all. Somehow my auto-target guns lost target? Where is this dude? What is wrong with you? Come on. Any day now, this thing will collapse in on itself, right? Jesus. Criminy. Bots. Alright. Level 27. How many levels are there? Battle Pass. Check the challenge. Must win using rotors. 4 more available. Oh my god. Sky Raiders. This thing's 16 days left in this grip of ice garbage. 51. He's right. I don't need 51 levels though. That I'm not interested in. I only need access to... Son of a gun. I think it's this one. 38. And we're at 28, so that's 10 more levels. Should be doable. What's interesting is this stupid grip of the in the grip of ice battle pass overlays between this and the new one. 51 will give you everything. 31 will give you the crafting of the thing I want. Is the heather. So if you look at Ye Olde Battle Pass, or at least Ye Olde whatever the hell, it'll show you that to get the... Oh wait. Yeah, 38 gets you the ability to craft this heather with its fusion, right? So you go here, and you want to craft this heather. Requires level 38 in the Battle Pass. So once I get 38, I'm good. I don't really know what else this Battle Pass is granting. You said 51 gives you the... It's going to give you a free heather. I don't think it looks like... Yeah, 38's the last time you get the crafting. Well, depends. All you gotta do is look at the cost of each, right? Oh yeah, it's gonna be cheaper too. It's gonna the heather. Yeah, heather way more. If you're looking to do that pass for, you know, just money purposes. Oof. I love how they're like, take your heather and replace it with a fused mandrake. Terrible. Can't see me shaking my head. That's terrible. Every day is a slow day. So someone once asked me, now that the no-thungs are nerfed, what good machine guns are there to use? And I said, well, the no-thungs are still pretty good, and they are. But it's sad, because even though the Aspect did receive a pretty sizable buff recently, it's just not enough. Still feels pretty lame. Just bought infused quad cap cans because my clan's getting all this artillery, including the Jotun. Hilarious. So you plan on just driving through your opponents and just pooping out cap cans, you son of a bitch? Or I mean, you genius, son of a bitch. Oh, so you can also craft at 31 a standard heather. And that 31, it's a bone, Sleipnir, and argument. Terrible. Sorry. Argument is just terrible. 4 more of these dumb flying missions at bare minimum. Could be more. I still think that they just need to fix the Mandrake. Here's my solution. Replace each shell. If they're going to keep it as a fire at the moon, miss cannon, whatever, increase the damage of each shot. Like, dramatically increase the damage of each shot. So that instead of it, and also increase the bullet damage of it. So that way it can penetrate super deep into someone's build and explode from the moon. And anyone hit by it, like when I say increase, I mean like make it like avalanches. Like 5 avalanches, just do 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 do, and then 5 avalanches come down from space because you gotta want to avoid those, you know, that damage. Yeah, I know there's pools of fire and blah 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 blah. It's not that big a deal in comparison to being hit by Heather. Heathers are just like pop goes the weasel. So that's what I think that if if they insist on maintaining the Mandrake's inability to, you know, be good at accuracy, which they seem to want to do, which they are want to do, then I don't know. I think the damage should be crazy high. I love how I'm holding down and it's not letting me fly down. It didn't target. Unfortunate. Well, we just lose. Teammates bad. I think Hurricane should do mirror too. No. No, they shouldn't. They really shouldn't. They already do too much damage. Well, I mean, this guy seems to kind of be on it. Oh no, he's standing still and eating all that D. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's getting assed out. Unfortunate. Greetings, Wither Boss. He mounted his guns, okay, to the frame, not to the... I'm a little bit tired, but otherwise I'm alright. Getting over colds, doing all sorts of crazy stuff. You know how it is. Normally I wouldn't stream to you guys boring air battles. Friendship Bunny mandated that I do so. She's like, no. They're not basically useless. Hurricanes are ridiculous. They have always been. They are just ridiculous weapons. You don't have to play them like artillery. It's a lot simpler. It's a lot simpler. And if you're even remotely good, and by that I mean even I can do this, and I am dog shit. All you have to do is get a lock, face the opposite direction, and left mouse button. Your missiles will shoot to the moon, curve back down, and then slam into your opponents from the top, where they have no protection and no ability to dodge it. Most people don't have any ability to not take full damage from those things. Hurricanes don't need to do more damage, though hard to say they should do less. Meanwhile, Cloak, Flock, Argus, Flock, driving too fast, you're shooting them down, make sure none of them hits. So, Tom, here's the deal. I think everyone's opinions are, of course, biased, including my own. Right? And our opinions are based on our gameplay. So, let me explain to you what happened to me. I played Spiders back before it was cool, before big rams. I was hard to the ML200 paint. I was Cannon Spooter. Do you know what always was playing through my fucking speakers? Beep 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 beep. Every game, every single minute of every game I had ever played, just beep beep beep. I literally purchased 2 Arguses, cloaking devices, everything I could, because all I ever got hit by was hurricanes from across the map. You're saying, well, why don't you just shoot them down? Cannons. Can't. Okay, well, why don't you just use a cloak? Okay, I did. Guess what they did? They just shot again. Cloak has a cooldown. Like, all those things have cooldowns. Despite what you might think, it's actually very difficult to shoot down hurricanes if you don't have machine guns. Oh my god. Fucking retros. This dude's right here. Come on, man. Alright, I'm just gonna avoid this retro dog. It's just torture. It is fucking ass cancer. Like, hurricanes, I hate them. I don't hate pyres. I genuinely don't. Because pyres meant that they were at least close to me. Fucking, there I am, squinting, struggling my ass off, struggle busting, trying to get shots off. And these dudes are just like, oh, I accidentally got a lock on you for half a second. Beep, 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 beep. Get you time for my free damage meal. Num, 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 num. Free damage. Meanwhile, I'm struggle busting, trying to get a cannon shot across the map past my dumbass allies who always block or push or whatever in order to get a shot back. And it's just ridiculous. So it is with that in mind that it is difficult for me to say, yeah, I think that hurricanes need a buff. They don't. If they're similar in any way to the other artillery weapons. The thing is, even though I was around, those other artillery weapons existed. Did you know that I never had those effing problems? The only artillery weapon that you ever have problems with are, 1, hurricanes, and 2, the other one is incinerators. Constantly on fire. Constantly on fire. That's the way it is. Oh my god, Daniel Bot, you piece of shit. Yeah. In Xbox, Hurricanes just means being down a player. 6v6 means needing to be able to take aggro or one-shot builds. Hurricanes really just struggle in 6v6. Yeah, they do. Hold on. So Hurricanes have maps that they are bad on, and Hurricanes have maps that they are crazy strong on. Any map that the Hurricane player can't drive the F away on, like smaller maps, yeah, like Church, those are terrible. I agree. However, any map that's large, Crater, uh, dang it, the Dawn's Children one with the 3 holes, etc., etc., etc. Hurricane does just fine, and it's kind of busted. I mean, I just hate Hurricanes because there's like, okay, so here's the deal. If you're a phenomenal Hurricane player, you're one of those assholes who has Hurricanes mounted at a low angle, facing either forward or backwards. It doesn't matter, right? And what you do is you simply angle your build based on the distance that the opponent is. If they're super far away, then you face away from them. If they're close, then you face towards them. If they chase you, you dip your build in such a way that the Hurricanes fire at such a low angle that you can direct fire them. Crazy. I'm not saying that Hurricanes are a skillless weapon either. I'm just saying that I hate Hurricane. They have always been my bane. Hurricane Incinerator, because again, I played Walker Spider. And so those were the only things that bothered me. I had no problems with dogs. I had no because dogs would run at you, but you just put you'd face them, let them crash into your bumpers and your catch or whatever the hell. You shoot them to death. Dogs, not a problem. Fire dogs, never had a problem with them. Machine gunners, not really a problem with them because technically at certain power scores you could literally just one bang their guns off because this is prior to the invention of the Omamori or the Averter, and so you could just take off people's guns in usually one shot, and it was you were the one who was punishing those people, right? Rock paper scissors. But holy shit, man, getting duked down on by motherfucking incinerators and hurricanes all my career. Oh fucking A. The ice mortar is going to be interesting. I think that all we're doing is we're making a ice incinerator. And so, it means that most people don't want to use 2 incinerators anymore. They'll just use an ice incinerator and an incinerator. The ice incinerator will keep them in the incinerator damage for longer. And also, supposedly, will deal damage. I don't think that I'm going to hate. By the way, I don't hate incinerators because any longer. I gotta preface that. I guess the reason why I don't hate them any longer is because I no longer play spiders. I actually had to give up on the spider life because of how unbearable it was. Like just constantly being targeted because of the fact that you're slow. And then I got some incinerators, and then I was like throwing them only on spiders because they're the only people on the entire map that you can guaranteed hit. And I didn't feel bad at all. Oh, apple pie is for winners. Love you too, Friendship Bunny. But no, the reason why like spiders always ate all that incinerator fire, by the way, is those huge numbers. When you do like 5,000 damage in an incinerator shot, it makes you feel real good. You're like, oh man, did you see that? I hit that guy for 5,000 damage. Of course you're gonna aim at a spider. I can't get out of it, right? Wait, this dude's on the ground? You sneaky butthole. Fucking bots. Fucking bots! I hate bots! Aw, apple pie is for winners, and you're getting apple pie. Damn straight I am. You guys don't even know. Friendship Bunny's apple pie is amazing. Damn it, I have to complete more battles. Ah! So Tom Johnson indicates, similar to artillery, I just feel playstyles so similar to each other based off the non-aggro situation. I guess if you mean that by you have to, fight from a massive distance, I suppose. But hurricanes also don't they allow you to not have to fight from a massive distance. Also, because again, I played back in the day when assholes would do tilt boosters, right? So they tip their shit over, fly to the moon, spin their build around, and fire off hurricanes from across the map, literally space. Drop back down to the ground and repeat that process all fucking map. Like, oh Jesus. I don't even know if they still do that. Do they still do that? I know you can still do that. Orchard. Yes. To answer your question, Tom, I do believe that that they're doing superheating and supercooling at the same time. Here's the reason why. They've said nothing about an interaction between heating and cooling. Nothing. They've said nothing. No words, not once. Hold on, Friendship Bunny wants attention. Yes, darling.
Look how cute I am.
There it is. Well done. Everyone say well done, Friendship Bunny, so she knows that everyone is aware she's cute. Go. Oh, we got some well dones in the chat, darling. Darling. Well dones are in the chat. They see that you're pretty. They get it.
Oh man, I'm sure they wouldn't want me to go into detail about what I'm wearing.
Okay. Thankfully.
So I'm wearing this blue polka dot dress, and I have a blue petticoat with an orange and yellow apron on. And I have a matching blue bow in my hair.
These are true statements.
I did a good job.
Well done. I didn't think you could do it, and then you did it. Oh, we are gonna lose this no matter what I do. I missed! That's embarrassing. Dodge that. Surprise, motherfucker. Your Skypire bullshit won't work on me. James, however, is looking to fucking punch me through the dick. Hold on a second. No, you don't. that shit out of here. Now you're just a car. You brought a car here. You're just a car. Okay, now I've got to fight every bot. No. Of course they're fucking cannon bots and pulsar bots. Squirrel Hunter should be okay at this. One. We lost a gun, of course we did. Ow. Ugh. Medians. What? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. I gotta beat this guy and a bot. This is horse shit, chat. Corn Pop, thank you for the $5 dono. Super chat. Just started a generator. Because the power out isn't the power is out in his area. Fucking bots! Well, that's that. Can't win now. Sarah Bot decided to instantaneously shoot both of my guns off simultaneously. Fringe Money asks if they're in California. What? There are 800,000 without power in California right now? Bots will hit your cabin, can't break the frame because magic. There's not a single piece of frame on this build, Splat, my man. Level 28 of Ye Old Crapper Pass. How many of these challenges do I have left? One additional challenge. So use rotors, earn points, and then one additional challenge, and I can finally stop playing flying things. Holy crap! So, Cornpot, I don't know if you're in California. When you say you just started your generator, how long will your generator last, and what does it run on? When I was moving to where I currently live, we came across a sweet generator that took, like, everything. Like, everything. Imagine a thing to burn. It chose to burn that. Like, gasoline, obviously. It had natural gas. It had, what was the other one? Propane? I do want a generator so bad. This looks very familiar. This looks like my PvE, flying machine. Looks a little different though. Just using still winds. So I'm glad you actually have a generator. Is it better to run no frames on a helicopter? Well, Kansas Cowboy, that depends. It depends entirely on your build. For me, yes. I'm trying to think if I've ever run a helicopter that had frame, and no. The answer is no. There's no need. The only reason why you run frame at all and normally is because it's the only thing you can attach wheels to, right? So I see no reason for frame, especially for helicopters. Since you can attach your movement parts to any part of your vehicle, such as your cabin, you no longer require, some durable piece of frame. You thought frames had high durability? No. So here's the deal. Frames, you cannot mount things to the bottom of. So you're making a, flying machine, but that would mean by putting a frame in there, you're designating a bottom limit, effectively. Because of the fact that, in reality, you can't attach anything on the underside of the frame in the first place, right? Meanwhile, you can just attach to durable stuff anyway. Look at Ukill over there. Ukill's getting fucked to sleep by missiles. Oh my god. Ukill, no! I think this guy's just incinerators. Yeah, he is. I don't actually care about this man. Okay, bitches. We're gonna target Costa. He seems to have long-range missiles. There we go. Last one is on the... That's it. GG's. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Tom Johnson, for answering that. You can build a car in your aircraft slot and play patrol. Miss me with that. I am never doing that. Hold on. Cancel. We no longer have to do this. Challenge is complete. In the group of ice, finally caught up. But no, why would I ever do that, Splattercake? Why would I fly that way? Listen, here's the deal. Oh, bad Leviathan. Very bad Leviathan. No, because the idea isn't about doing it quickly. I mean, there is a degree of fun that I want to, feel in my body. Like, man, it would sure be fun to, fight other players. Otherwise, it's just me being sad in a corner. It's like, here we go. I'm doing it, guys. I'm just playing alone. Jesus Christ. Makes it even sound sad. Let's drop that. Alright, so I just picked up a Aurora. So, with an Aurora, we want to make a build. So, what do we want to do? I want to do Cyclone Aurora, maybe? But Cyclones cost money. They cost 5, so that's 10, 14 energy minimum. So if I have enough cooling, which would be 2 of those, I'd be completely tapped and I wouldn't have a good engine. Can I do large wheels? 6 of them. Can you use a movement nobody uses? Large wheel STs. Jesus Christ, why do you want to see me waste my money? Yeah, we're gonna try a Cyclone Aurora build. Why not, right? What's the worst that could happen? Right? But what cabin should we use for Cyclone Aurora? Nova? Master? That's more or less our only options. Well, no, I could do a Hippogriff. Lunar Wheels do have an amazing CK Kansas Cowboy, you're right. Suggestions, comments, concerns. We're gonna go with Omnibox. The Omnibox with those guns, maybe? I did recently fuse my Humpback. Oh shit, hold on a second. I'm looking for the... There it is, this thingy. Forgot to put that back on. Give it a go. Let's do a humpback one. Let's just try it. Let's just try humpback. Which will probably mean I don't have very much... I won't have an engine. God damn it. They really need to buff heavy cabins. Holy crap. I did not spot a cake. Congratulations. I have a feeling a tree fell on power lines up here. Jesus. Yeah, that happens. When I was in a place that I used to live, I was actually right outside during high winds. It was the damnedest thing. I actually saw... So for those of us who've never seen it happen when a tree falls, trees don't do what they do in the movies where they're like... and crash. That's not how trees do. In high winds, trees explode. I'm not even joking. I was outside just looking down the street, and then I saw and heard boom, crack, just flying wood everywhere, just like insane. I'm like, oh, holy shit. That there is some dangerous tree shit. I was not happy about that. I was not happy about that at all. I'm gonna grab a Thor. Then we're gonna grab maybe an Omori. Thor Momori. Nope. So if someone's cutting a tree down, then you would it does kind of how you expect. It's like, oh, you cut the tree down. Okay, fair enough. But if someone if the tree is falling in high winds, that shit explodes and it is just crazy. Maybe not Omomori? Face them away from each other. They must not see each other. Yeah, this cowboy wants lights to have 10 energy. Wouldn't that be fucked up? Everyone would want to run heavy cabs, do the energy, but I mean, the handling is complete and total dog shit. Which is good, because the handling of is complete and total dog shit. Think about it. Use your minds. They wouldn't even have to change anything. Heavy cabins are not seen as often as one would expect, simply because of the fact that they handle like dookie dog shit. And that is a technical term. I don't want you guys throwing that around there all willy-nilly. I heard Cardboard Ninja say dookie dog shit. Like, where'd you hear that technical term? That's a very scientific term. You can't just go around saying that kind of stuff. Damn it. Mount cyclones closer if you face them away? No. You can only mount them at so. What are the best cannons? Alright, so I'm not going to steer you wrong. So I'll just tell you, technically, even though I do not think that they are the best cannons, all numbers to the contrary disprove the statement. So the answer is the Mastodon is the best cannon in the game. I hope that assists you in your endeavors. That would be the Avenger. Get out of here. However, please note there is a big old Donger cannon showing up in the next battle pass. That might just change everything. Maybe that Donger cannon is going to be the new hotness, you know? So the reason why I bring up the those battle pass weapons as I do is because even though they're going to be showing up the next pass, and cold seems like it's the new hotness. God dang it. I'm stupid, but whatever. Cold, freezing shit is going to be the new heating shit, but it's not, right? So I want everyone to, for a very brief moment, chill the fuck out. Because if you're thinking, oh god, chilling things is better than heating things, it isn't. Anybody who had done any amount of mathematics in their life would have been able to do that just off the cuff. Just right off the cuff. Like, find your cuff, like it's near your wrist, right? Right off of that, you would have been able to tell this isn't better than heating shit. Like, no matter what icing does, it's not going to be better than heating shit. And you might be wondering, Cardboard Ninja, what makes you remotely close to that kind of math? Right? It's simple. The answer is math. It's just simple numbers. So I will explain it to you now in such a way that you will be like, oh, I get it. Simple. Heating shit means that you double your damage, plus 100% damage. Fair enough. Cooling shit, at most, removes 100% damage resilience, bringing the weapon back down to its standard durability. So what this means is, if you have an item, let's just say, I don't know, this Cyclone, and it's on an Omamori, its effective durability when completely frozen is the number that's listed. But wait, Cardboard Ninja, what happens if it's on an Omamori but is fully heated? The effective durability is the number that is listed because you have plus 100% damage from heat and minus 50% damage from the Omamori. That is what's known as a wash. They actually equate. So because of the fact that damage resistance and damage protection in Crossout interact in the ways that they do, and the amount that you can obtain through your purchases, and the amount that you can obtain through mounting stuff on your build, and the amount that you can get from, let's say, Grizzly, you take all those things together, and guess what? Like, 100% bonus damage is a lot. You don't get to, if you don't know how much 100% bonus damage is, God help you. But even if they did stack hot and cold, it's not going to be broken, to be honest. And you might be wondering why. Simple, because cold doesn't do anything. Oh, hold on a second. Those cannons, hold on a second. Last time we spoke, we looked over those weapons. They all have perks. Those weapons' perks, however, are kind of knuckin' The cannon, the one that looks like, a penis with two huge balls, that cannon has a perk that says that projectiles will deal up to 100% more damage based on how much the thing is frozen. Now, that is not the frozen effect. The frozen effect still exists. You get both. The mortar's bonus effect is anything that's being frozen is slowed down. But that's not what being frozen does. Frozen is the damage resistance debuff. And the ice flamethrower reduces the damage that you deal by 25%. But that's not what the frozen effect is, right? Those are the individual weapon perks. Okay? So, because those are the individual weapon perks, that cannon is swinging with a mighty big D, is what I'm trying to get at. That's pretty crazy, because you get the frozen effect, which reduces your resistances and increases, brutality, which is to say, big damage pass-through parts no longer pass through and get shattered off. But in addition to that, it also increases damage that you take by 100%. Combine that with some heat, and you can actually get to like 200% bonus damage with that cabin, provided the devs do not make an interaction between hot and cold. If they do make an interaction between hot and cold, ignore everything I just said. Nothing I said is valid. I'm just an idiot. But if they don't, which is likely because reasons, then stuffing things. You guys are picking up what I'm putting down, right? Narwhal equals Big Chungus. That is correct. He's getting it. This guy's picking up what I'm putting down. I'm not shadow banning you. Who's shadow banning this gentleman? Sony mods? Sony mods. Leave Brittany alone. Looks super alien. Hold on a second. It's been a while since I've used the Aurora, but oh my goodness. You obtain a pair of Quasars. Another hard to armor weapon, unsurprisingly. Yeah. But the hit... I'm sorry. But is the hit damage and penetration value really going to do jack shit, much like the other cans with those abilities? Yes. So, here's the thing. The issue with Quasars and Pulsars being purely explosive is similar to the issue that autocannons have with being purely explosive. They still technically fall under the same rules of penetration prior to the penetration update. Which is to say, none. If you were to hit, let's say, this, pow, with a Pulsar, the Pulsar stops here. And then blast damage goes through from there. But they don't go any further. That's what they used to do and have always done for the last gajillion years or so, right? So giving them a bullet component means that they're able to pass through parts, as well as pass through lesser garbage parts on your build to get explosions to happen deeper in your build, deeper in opponents' builds. Is it gonna be like game changing? Maybe. I mean, it might very well maybe, honestly. Depends on how much they give. From what I've seen, though, I don't know if it's gonna be game changing. I disagree. Cold and heat won't be broken. Strongest armor in the game is shot through bumpers and high resistance Hyperborean. Cold directly affects those. Like, again, it's... everything is an issue until it's not, right? They're going to add cold to the game. It's coming to the game. Is cold going to overly... So here's the thing, though. Remember, it's not just one thing changing. It's two things are changing. Well, there are more than two things changing, actually, if you think about it. So what I mean by that is this. One of the things that is changing is also damage resistance of parts is dramatically increasing, right? It isn't as though that it's just happening in a bubble, right? So at the same time as the Hyperboreans coming in to remove damage resistance, they're nerfing Grizzly, true, but they're buffing every single part to the moon. Like FNA, right? Like energy resistance of 40%, or is it energy or fire resistance of 40% by Dawn's Children is ridiculous. That's a lot of protection just for a Dawn's Children part, right? I don't want to just... I want to do something like this. Let's cross-peen this. I said peen. Oh, man. Where do I get this humor? A new dinner set, you say? I'm glad you found something that you want. I was worried. Inner resistance 40, heat resistance of 50%. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. It's ridiculous. Like, that's a lot of resistance. Like, a crazy amount of resistance. Not even close to balanced amount of resistance. So, there you have it, right? People are getting super tanky, and there's got to be a way to crack through that. Because, mind you, and I will point out, this is a problem of their own design. That's true. So if you're thinking, oh, that's true, you do need that, but to be fair, let's be completely honest, it's not as though that was the case beforehand. They chose to do that. They're making the active decision to make it so people are ultra tanky. So, you don't think you've asked for something in months? That doesn't track, but okay. So we have what? 2 and then a cross section? Move this. Corn Pop defeated me in our last fight, mumbling harsh language and plotting revenge. Normally I wouldn't put this, but I actually think this might be a safe spot for it. We'll see. Feels like it might not be, but it feels like it might. Exactly. Thank you, darling. Weapon stripping is too viable, and durability matters less than mobility in most cases. I don't mind that choice at all. Founders parts are going to be good enough, though. 20% physical. Yeah, I know. Literally, Founders parts are just 20% better parts. I don't know what to do about weapon stripping, though. Like, what are we supposed to do about weapon stripping? Weapon stripping is the meta. It's kind of like the shtick you do, right? Like, what are we going to do here? Hmm. Like, given the opportunity, obviously anyone will always remove your guns over burning through your whole build. And until we reach a point where that changes viability strategies, right? What if weapons, cabs, and modules from factions have the same resistance as their respective factions' structural parts? Now you're just making a case for more Hyperborean weapons. Imagine scorpions, but with energy resistance. I'm just imagining them being shot off at the same speed because nobody uses energy weapons. Oh my goodness. I mean, I could see that. That would be a buff to Steppenwolves. Here's what I think is silly, by the way. This is a minor aside. It's not. I'm not actually that mad. I don't really care that much. But why is it the fire starters got fucked over? Like, I'm not a big fan of the fire starters. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. You're like, oh, a fire starter fan? I'm not. It's just funny that fire starters, it's literally in their name that they deal with fire. That's kind of their shtick. And like even right now, they're the number one fire resistance parts at 15% prior to the patch. But they're like, no, we're gonna give fire resistance to Dawn's children. Well, what am I gonna be good at? Says the fire starters, and they said nothing. You will be good at nothing. You're gonna be the exact same right now as you are. You're fine. Kind of brutal. I have a feeling Splattercake is pinging me. Yep. Yes, Splattercake. In order to disable friendly skinners, there is a button. Hey, the Varen! Who remembers this gun? You guys remember when the Varen first came out and everyone was like, look at this, it's got faster fire rate than anything and also is better than the Scorpion, and they were using it in CW and clearing off everyone's guns, and then they nerfed it directly into the ground. They were like, whoopsie, fuck this. And nerfed it into the ground, and you've never seen a Varen since?
Let's just eat this.
Okie dokie. And now I have Jello and an orange cake.
I'm sorry, yeah, I think I can't make
You're gonna try again, okay.
Yeah, because I think the whole issue is that I'm not stirring it enough. I don't think it's completely dissolving before I add the cold water.
Oh, the Varen. The most nerfed gun. I don't know if it was the most nerfed, but it was pretty nerfed. Oh my goodness. There was a time everybody wanted a Varen. Wanted fused Varens, and they were just driving around, and they were fucking nuking people with their fused Varens, making everybody look bad. Grab ourselves a listener. Why not? Let's grab ourselves a Radu. Right. Let's grab ourselves some Steppenwolf parts. You know what, an Iris, why not? Sure. You were super close to buying a pair of Varens. Well, I mean, hold on just for a moment. Like, for a good long time, a pair of Varens was really, really strong. You should have done it, and then sold them before they became nerfed, and then made tons of money off of all those people who got screwed because for fusing their Varens. The Phoenix is like a cannon, but worse. Yes, that's correct. Caucus is the most nerfed. No more auto target, slowed rotation, now reduced elevation. Caucus keeps catching nerfs, yeah. Actually, one of the things that they were gonna do, and they actually rolled it back before they did it, was they were nerfing the Caucus by any nerf to the oppressor is a nerf to the Caucus. They nerfed the Caucus by cutting its rotation by like 2/3, and then also in the same patch we're cutting the rotation of the oppressor down to 70% or something. It was like, fuck the Caucus. 3 words. That was their plan. Hey, I'm on the same team as Splattercake. Is it bad that I got MVP with? No, it isn't. Actually, so I used to have 2 Phoenixes. And I used to, I see you, Splattercake, and I used to, with my 2 Phoenixes, get MVP often. It's not hard, I mean, not impossible either. Damn you, Andy Bot. No, Big Bird. No, other teammates. No. Andy Bot, you piece of shit. And that's the problem with not having your guns in a No Memori. Your guns will eventually give out. How is this guy still alive? It's in the options menu, Splat Cake. It's like literally the first thing. So you go to settings, and then it's all like disable, you know, your allies from being able to dick with you. Here somewhere, like under interface. There, interface, detach ally boon. There it is. Dang it, Splat Cake. So Splat Cake claims he tried. Wasn't enough. Wasn't enough. So I think the Aurora is just a decent addendum to this kind of build. Effectively, it just simply gives you plus 100% damage. The Yao Guai is still pretty annoying to fight against, I guess. I think, if I recall correctly, the Yao Guai is the energy exploding gun where you gotta miss your opponent to do good damage. I don't like gimmicks, for those of us who are unfamiliar. And I think that's a stupid gimmick. So like, if you're a gimmick weapon, you're already on my shit list. Now, if your gimmick is stupid, you're really on my shit list. That is a stupid mechanic. Miss your opponent, but not by much. Screw you, Olivia. So anyone who knows Spaztacular knows he's got cap cans, so we're not going over there. No, Zor, why would you do this? Why would you be bad, Zor? You hit the wall, never lose control of your build, chat. Alright. That didn't suck. Hey, we got a little bit of an MVP. Barely outscored the next two people combined. Not bad. Not bad. Hold on. Burb. And I'm back. Yao Guai is missed to hit. It's true. Wait. Oh, the yokai is missed to hit. The Yao Guai is the drone. But wait, the Yao Guai is actually better than the vulture, so. Starfall is also missed to hit. The nest is underrated. Is it? Is it? Yes, she is reading Friendship Bunny. Nest got buffed? No, it didn't. Noose. Fake noose. So here's the thing with the nest. Bad. That is the end of the story. Story over. And if I were to tuck you into sleep, that would be the end of that story. The nest is bad, and they all lived happily ever after. The nest was buffed with the Hippogriff cabin? Sure. Doesn't make it good. Okay, let me give you an example of what I mean by this. Just because something is nerfed doesn't mean it is bad, and just because something is... nerf just means it's weaker than it was, right? Hey, Splattercake. Splattercake rocking the quads. And buffed just means that it was stronger than it was. Even stronger than it was, the nest is flaming poop pee. We gotta save him. Okay. My guns are at risk. 1 second, a minute. Dang, my Second Amendment is sparking, chat. Oh. Got a guy on our right. I'm walking here. Alright, time to shoot this guy. So we've got two bad guys left. Splattercake needs help. I'm gonna lose a gun here, but I think that they both lose. Holy crap. Is this just the best build I've ever made? Like, right off the bat is just printing MVP money? Like, what? So, wait. So, Splattercake, the rockets have always turned better than Pyres. Always. The nest was broken as F when it came out. Didn't even need to look at your enemies. Now you have to lock on if a mosquito flies in front of you. So Tom, hold on. Here's the thing: the nest was broken as fuck, but that was also because of a bug. For whatever reason, the nest's rockets phased through everything and attached directly to the cabin, and so it could. And by that I mean the back of the cabin, and so it would automatically target people's generators, basically, and it would always just blow that up. And then when they fixed that, it became instantaneous ass. You got fused nests, they're meh. Even at their best, correct. They were insane when they targeted, when they targeted generators and exploded inside people's builds, they were good. I admit it, they were good. Ever since they fixed that, they are bad. They just don't have the firepower. Additionally, one of the things they changed about the nest was the firing target parameters, right? And you might be wondering, well, what does that mean? Nests aim at, when you get a lock onto someone, they don't just aim at cabins anymore. They aim at all sorts of parts in their build. And so it spreads that tiny bits of damage around, and it's just not good anymore. Two nests plus one trombone equals God combo. I would say good combo. An O missing in there. It's a combo, but I mean... I'm also, in fact, a niche community YouTuber. Love to be able to make it to the stream. Wait, what do you stream? Goldfish mentality? Trombone is good for getting not close to people and heating them, by the way. Well, fair enough. Long story short, the nest doesn't do that stuff anymore, unfortunately. I mean, if you were able to get locks without looking at people, I mean, to be fair, that's what the trombone does right now. The trombone is a little bit overpowered, and the only thing that I would change about it to bring it in line with every other weapon is make it so you can miss. Right now, the trombone you can't miss, which is what makes it a little bit busted. Get them, my Tukey laser. Jesus. What is with this build? Oh, there he is. Is this literally every game that I've played I've MVP'd? What is this build? What is this? It's just two Cyclones fused with an Aurora fused on top of a simple Humpback, or not Humpback, yeah, Humpback fused with fused Uridias. You do commentary on the Isle. Don't worry, I know the Isle. Triple whirls on a Howl cabin got me called a cheater. Look, whirls are good though. Where you going, Burned? Oh, Steven, you are the worst bot today. Ooh, now you're just armor. Good job, Steven. I need to lead my shots better, but I don't want to miss my shots against Steven. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. My guns, my Second Amendment, no! No! My Second Amendment, chat! Ow! They got me. Is there a hidden trick to the whirls? What's the best method with them? So whirls are not a long-range weapon. The trick is use them as a close-range weapon and you will find great success. Whirls are a bully gun. You want to get in and you want to just oppress them with the fact that you're shooting them in their guns. The whirl could beat the cyclone. Let me put it that way. If you were like just running directly at each other and shooting each other's guns, you're gonna have more guns because the whirls only take 4 energy, cyclones take 5. But the damage and the fire rate is about the same. The only difference is whirls have a very wide pattern when they fire, which is to say they're very inaccurate. Oh my god, my team. So, that's all. My most successful crossout build is an 18k land ship. What? What weapons, Goldfish mentality? If you want to talk underdog of crossout, the Locust is great, cheap, and fairly easiest to use. Locust is not an underdog, it is an overdog. Locust is extremely strong. Whirls need to be on essentially a fire dog build. Make a close brawler. That is correct. Kansas Cowboy gets it. Basically, the idea is you just run in and outbang them. And here's the kicker. The reason why this works is because people are going to fire back towards your guns because that's what they're going to try and do. But whirls have an incredible amount of hit points for their size. So you can actually tank with them. And you will end up tanking with them. That is an adorable adorable build. That's so funny. Alright, let's get to work. Do it, Hannah. Okay. Do what you gotta do, Hannah. My zoom in device, no. Yep, that was a mistake. We meet again, Samantha. You bitch. Oh god, I'm overheated. Samantha, don't do this. We meet again, Samantha, you bitch. GG's. You're on Triple Whirl Howl Yuki Driver. That works, Kansas. That works. Here's a question for you. Since I trust your opinion much more than other YouTubers, but are the drones viable now? I'm assuming you're saying drones with droves. Which drones, Goldfish? Which drones? If you're talking about Annihilators, yes. If you're talking about any other drones, no. They're not necessarily viable, but they are playable. Grenade drones got nerfed a while back, never really recovered. And fuse drones are in a very strong spot right now, but they're not necessarily viable. They are playable, though. You can definitely pop poop fools with it and be really annoying. 2 Cyclones, 2 Seals, and some other crap. So it was a huge brick with just 2 Cyclones. Interesting. Damn, Cyclones are strong. If you get fused for fire rate, and that's even better. Yeah, that's actually true. I wish I could fuse my Cyclones for fire rate. That bothers me. That's not a thing I can do right now. What if I face the dove? Oh, the dove! You're asking about the dove. Son of a bitch. Is the dove viable? No! 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 The dove is terrible! No, it is not viable. It's not even good in the game mode it's designed for. No. No. Just a question out of curiosity, but would Spectres pair well with the Aurora laser? They can, but I don't think it pairs well. Because Spectres are tap fire, the Aurora is a minigun. Really, it's Arbiter Aurora. You want Arbiters / Equalizers. Spectre damage buff plus extra damage from heating. Yeah, I mean, it will do more damage, but the idea is that the Spectres are tap fire. If you hold down LMB, you'd need them on 2 different buttons, and that takes more brain power than I'm willing to put into a game. But if you're willing to do it, I mean, more power to you. So yeah, the problem with the dove is this. It is complete ass. Once again, this is one of those long story shorts. Splattercake wants me to look into Steam because he's messaging me constantly. Yay! Okay, I don't. What do you want me to see? Splattercake saying something is good. Doesn't want me to show the Varan. No, the Varan's just not anywhere near where it used to be. Splattercake. It just isn't. It's an okay gun now. It used to be an overpowered gun. That's all. So here are the issues with the dove, because there are many. The dove is... Let's remove its flying component for the first part. Let's just remove that because nobody's playing the flying modes. And even if you are playing the flying modes, you're not using the effing dove. That is a terrible idea. And as you guys have noticed, like, if you're in a flying machine, any gun you bring will dominate the ground. Period. You don't need to bring the dove, which is a weapon that can only shoot the ground, which means that you have no ability to interact with or engage people that are in the sky, right? So that's dumb. You don't want to do that. Let's assume, then, that you're bringing it only in ground modes just so you can have a mine layer. Here's the problem. It is dog shit. The damage it deals, dog shit. The way it fires, dog shit. The reload it has, dog shit. The mines themselves, dog shit. The energy cost, surprisingly reasonable. Oh wait, no. Dog shit. My bad, that was a mistake. That was a typo. No, total dog shit. It's dookie dog shit. Don't fall for that stuff. Oh. Dang it, team. Hello. Friendship buddy, give me a kiss. So sweet. Love you too.
Splattercake sent you something.
Splattercake sends me all sorts of stuff. Alright, I will do these things, Splattercake. I don't know what it is. We got one behind us. Ah. Scorpions? I never thought I'd see the day. He's gonna appear over here, and so I'm gonna pre-fire the shit out of that. And he's gonna be like, what? You're pre-firing where I wanna be. Let's see you pre-fire, bitch. I can at least help my team. What are you doing? Ow! You shot me with a scorpion. What are you doing? It's not cool. Whee! You and me, together forever, baby. Together forever. I don't know why, but I just locked on to that guy like a mad dog. Alright, let's see here. I spent 3 hours yesterday making a perfectly shaped HO-299 and realized I cannot use it all in any game without being murdered. Aw. Hurt yourself a lot with that dove? Yeah, but the dove is a turd. The dove might be okay with omni-wheel front, legs and back, right? No, no, stop it! Stop it! Not a good gun. What would a good cheapish anti-air build be if I were also to be in the air, of course? It depends. You've got... honestly, the most effective ones that I've seen are Equalizer, Arbiter. They seem to be really strong. And believe it or not, Caucus. Even after all the nerfs, Caucus is really oppressive in the air. Which means they're probably going to nerf it again, because they're assholes. Okay, so yeah, the dove sucks. But is there an unconventional way to force its damage? Like I said, drive under someone's build, one volley would be lethal? No. Here's the thing, Tom. Friendship Bunny is here. She's spinning around for attention.
Slider Cake would like you to his Steam or Discord message.
Did that.
Oh, okay. Okay, I did it, Splat Cake.
Continuing on. That's a decent idea. You can't do much of close in there, Leviathans. If aircraft Leviathans become a game mode, doves will be essential. Incorrect, Corn Pop. Wrong. Because you won't be able to hit an aircraft with it. They don't fire so far unless you need to. Thinking of doing a Ghost Whirl, DOA. I can't use Caucus for moral reasons. Fair enough. Bigger point and click potential lasers. Alright, hold on. So, here's the deal. The dove is dog shit. Here's why it is poop poop, okay? One, it's a 3x. 3x weapons are dog shit. Just by the sheer fact that they are not symmetrical means that you need 2 of them, whatever. Cool, okay. So let's assume that you want to use this as a weapon, and you're thinking, oh man, I'm gonna get up under someone's build, and then I'm gonna hit them with damage. Oh man, that is disappointing. I thought that was gonna go farther. That is so disappointing. Look at the damage. 450, 180. Oh my god, the damage. Let's do it again. Ready? Come on. Ah, yeah. Oh, the power. Oh my goodness. Look at the power of this gun. Oh my god. Here we go. We're doing it again. Oh, the power. 304. Oh man. Hold on a second. Let me just hold on. For sure, this one. It really doesn't matter what gun we're going to use. It's going to be unbelievably difficult to match this kind of damage. Of course, I fire right through the one pass-through part, and it explodes in the distance like a dumbass. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1,000. Jesus Christ. By the way, it reloads that much faster. Do you see that? How I can just do that again? And like, you know, again, just insanely fast, and it does hundreds, if not thousands of damage more. Hold on, let's take a look at, let's go with a weaker version of that. Like, what are we doing here? 748, directly to the nose. 900, like crazy damage. Do you remember the damage that dove did with that reload? Remember the dove's reload. Remember the dove and its reload. Remember it. Remember it well. Use your brain. Be like, oh yeah, that dove and that dove reload. It's like, hold on a second. Let's try it again. Here we go. Ignore how close I have to be. Let's ignore the fact that I have to be that close. Oh my god, the power. It's so bad. The problem with the dove is that it is dog shit. It does no damage. The damage of the dove is... I don't believe I fucking missed. It's just bad. It's just a poor weapon. Just bad. I mean, I don't know how better to explain this. I wanted to make a landmine build, like using the dove and the king and doing some sort of like interplay, and it turns out the king is just better. The king is just a better weapon. The dove deals almost no splash damage, even though it like has a very wide blast radius. Oh, it's still alive? God fucking damn it. I thought that destroyed it. Hold on. There we go. So the dove is just a major disappointment. It's just a very bad gun. It was poorly designed, poorly conceptualized. Like, it's just bad. When used as it's supposed to, right? Which no one will. No one's doing this. Nobody's ever gonna do this. When used as it's supposed to, you can fly the dove, hopefully. Come on. I hate this car. Whatever. Long story short, it makes boom sooner. Boom go off sooner. Damage same, but boom go off sooner and blast radius go up. That's it. That is all that's all it is. Well, they don't work, Corn Pop, here's the kicker. They don't work for air or ground. That's the reason why the dove sucks. I love mines, and Ninja is right about the dove. Dove is OP at self-damage. It isn't. It doesn't deal enough self-damage either. It's bad. It is it's sadly the worst gun that I've seen in a good long time. It is as... Here's what's... Okay, let me put it this way. This is the best way to put it. The dove is worse than the Starfall. And the Starfall is a therm that takes 6 energy. That's how bad the dove is. I would rather have 2 Starfalls than 2 doves. That's the reason why I purchased a second Starfall. Because I'm like, which one would I rather have? A second Starfall or a second this thing that is total dog shit? Toe or dove? Correct. That is correct. Do you see that? That's the answer. When you are at the bottom of the barrel, that's when you run into the toe. You're just like, is it the toe or is it the dove? Yeah, I know, right? When those are your options, it's time for you to pick up War Thunder. Might be time for you to get a different game because you made it to the bottom. Oh, hello. Sometimes I wonder about Devicious. Does he often just throw? Huh. Oh, it's Ryan. We got. Starfall is just a therm with a bigger. And by the way, the answer is actually, you're not going to believe this. The clarinet toe is better than the dove. I mean that. Like, if I were to be, if everyone was like, look, here's the deal. You have to have one of these in your inventory. You can't delete it. You can't get rid of it. You just have to have it. The clarinet toe is, and I shit you not, at least playable. There really isn't much you can do with the dove. It, like, similarly to, and just so we're on the same page, this is very similar to the Starfall, where you've got you're using so much power score. Hold on a second. Give me a second, chat. Cakes wants me to redeem something, so I shall redeem it. Give me a second. But anyway, the issue is that you spend so much power score on so little effect, you know? Okay. I redeemed the code. I don't know what that did for me. Yeah, you can get kills with the dual Starfall. It actually does not have a faster fire rate, Mateus. Tom Johnson, I will pin a hover against a wall and then punch it to death using the dove. I can do this. Listen, that 1.1 damage may be enough. I'm not joking. I know that sounds like it's not a lot, because it is not a lot of damage. It is not a lot of damage. It isn't. But what it is on a weapon that fires that quickly and a weapon that has as much splash as the Starfall has, it is a buff. It is it's not going to be unnoticeable. I mean, maybe you'll notice it. Ooh, we're up against Zor. We're going to work our way over there. Operation Mosey. Well, he managed to light my guns on fire. Well, walk forward. Get him, Sandra. Oh, door got. Fuck you, burned. Burned, you son of a bitch! Down to one gun. Yep. This is all due to Zor. Son of a bitch. I lost way too many, took way too much damage in that opening fight. My Second Amendment! Helgabot, I need you. I wonder what Helgabot's doing. Oh, Helga's dead. Helga, no! Can the toe be mounted vertically? It cannot. What do you think the best unconventional build is, or gun that maybe gets that's maybe less popular than it should be? That's a fair question, Goldfish. I can actually answer that. Give me a second. I think that the Parser is probably a gun that gets less play than it should, because I'm glad that it doesn't, because god damn, when the parser first came out, everyone was running those fucking cars. But they did a series of nerfs on the parser, and people are just like, oh, I'm not going to use the parser anymore. It still slaps. It still rapes. It's still very, 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 very strong. It's stronger than it should be. So, thankfully, nobody's using it. Uh-oh, I'm on fire. That's not good. Ow, 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 ow. Dang it. That's true, Mateus. You can actually spin up your minigun and not fire it. Let's just go over ye old underrated weapons. Why not? I think everyone knows everything about all the machine guns. There's not really anything that's underrated except for maybe the Caucasus. It has its moments. Shotguns. The Orathon is underrated, but that's only because it's extremely difficult to use and is outclassed by every other shotgun. Even then, as the worst shotgun in the game, it's still pretty strong. Autocannons are now straightforward. Cannons are pretty much straightforward. Are Naguls any good? You don't really need them on the Torero for accuracy. So the Nagul is a cannon that's technically an upgrade of the median, but is technically a downgrade of the median. Medians are infinite ammo. So are the Naguls, but Naguls do like a little bit. They do like 200 damage total, bullet and blast combined, but they're mostly bullet. I do have them because a friend of mine ended up buying me a pack. They are not bad at low power score. In fact, I have a garbage build called Pooty Pew Pew, and I highly recommend it. Give it a try. If you can download this build, you can see how okay the Naguls are. The problem is every subsequent shot, like, it gets incredibly inaccurate. Right? As you can see that weapon bloom. Here, I'll fire at the sun. And as you can see, because you couldn't see the tracers, that was a stupid choice. Let's shoot in this direction where the sun isn't blocking it. There you go. I'll do that one more time. So those last two shots landed up there and down there, right? So the first shot is usually very accurate, and by that I mean pretty much pinpoint. And so you obviously want to space your shots so that you can land them appropriately, right? But if you spam fire, those shots are getting whiffed. So, is the Nagul a good gun? It's okay. It's not strong, though, but it's okay. I don't know if there's any hidden gems in the rocket market. I mean, Snowfall is underrated, but other than that, it's still pretty good. And by the way, the cabin is not useless, Goldfish mentality. The cabin is, the more bullets that you're reloading in the revolver's clip, the more valuable the cabin's perk is. The fewer the rounds, the less valuable the perk. It's stupid. The Naguls are side grade. There's still a little bit of a downgrade from medians. No one uses the Locust? What do you mean no one uses the Locust? Okay, so here's the thing. The only reason no one uses the Locust, and I told people about this in my videos, like during the last Battle Pass, when you could get a fused Locust without even having a Locust, I told you to get your hands on these. Locusts are fucking dirty rapists. These are very strong. They're up there when it comes, maybe third strongest rocket. First strongest rocket, easy with a bullet. The second strongest rocket could be either, I think it's the Snowfall because the Waltz has that stupid spin. These do almost the exact same damage. And then the third is the Locust. Locust is crazy strong. They're not underrated. They shouldn't be underrated. The Locust is, the only reason people don't have them is because they're a winter-only pack item, right? I think everyone knows what to do with Wangs. I think I showed everyone what to do with Threshers, but Threshers, you can mount them in such a way that you can't actually shoot them back as an opponent, making your Threshers nigh invulnerable. That's actually pretty cool. Gravistars do so much crazy fucking damage that it would, like, if you knew how much damage Gravistars did, it would fucking make you lose your mind. Like, your face would melt off, and you'd fall to your knees, you'd scream, and your soul gets sucked out. It's dumb. Gravistars do freaking retarded damage. Actually, I believe, if I'm still correct, Gravistars are still the highest damage in the game. Not even joking. Straight up. Just crazy. You could have 2 Gravistars on your build. And these 2 Gravs, just 2 of them, I believe nearly maxes the damage ball with just 2. Could be wrong. Let's find out. Hmm. 7. I think I missed a couple shots in there. Usually get around 8k with just 2. Gravistars don't mess around. You get up to 3 Gravistars, you can punch through a Leviathan. Like, it's not even joking. Like, they're just really, 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 really strong. The weakness is that they are very, 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 very easy to slap off your build. So, there you go. You're asking if Gravistars over Retchers? What do you mean? I think, honestly, Retchers are overrated. They're really strong, though. I get melted so fast by Impulse and couldn't even make their gun pop before they just died. Gravistars with the new God Fusion Dura damage fire rate would be busted, except for the durability. They'd still be a glass cannon. Yeah. DPS-wise, I'm pretty sure, just straight up, the Gravistars outperform. Yeah, no, they're not even close. Like, not even close. Not even close. Not even remotely close. Not even remotely close. And by the way, the Retchers perk is the further away you are, the more damage it deals. So I'm trying to do this at a range that I can hit the ball with the majority of the shots and increase my damage. Yeah, no. 2 Gravistars for 8 energy versus 12 energy in, I'm sorry, 6, 12, yeah, it's for 12 energy of Retchers. No, not even close. The reason why Retchers are so powerful is because of their blast, right? But against actual, let's say you're trying to burn down someone's cabin, no. Gravistars. Got 4 Maces fused, God Fusion for the Rise event, and they're very strong in the damage side of things, but not very durable. But that doesn't matter if they're durable. They've got the same hurt box as Lupara. People shouldn't be shooting those off in the first place. They shouldn't be able to reach them. Continuing on. Oh, yeah, Helios. Helios have always been extremely strong, but you don't see them very much right now. They're very strong. They're extremely dangerous. Helios are among the most dangerous weapons in all of Crossout. That additional perk damage that automatically hits your cabin for energy damage, if they simply hit you with all the balls anywhere, means they can simultaneously strip your guns as well as burn through your cabin, or if they have an open shot to your cabin, super burn through your cabin. Helios are something most people just ignore, but they shouldn't. The Helios is an exceptional weapon. Everybody else, I think, knows the Assembler's dog shit. Ignore this gun. It's very bad. It is down there next to the Clarinet Toe and the Dove, looking at each other for which of us is the biggest mistake. don't even. Ugh, terrible. But the rest of these pretty much are pretty well known. The Varen was better. It's okay now. It used to be like a super, how do I put this? Semi-automatic tap fire, instantaneously remove everyone's gun weapon because it had insane durability for its power score, and it had an insane fire rate and all that stuff like that. It still has the fire rate, but they nerfed the damage, they nerfed its perk, they nerfed everything about it to make sure that you can just fly up to any enemy in a hover and just keep shooting them in the guns and remove their guns. Phoenix is okay. It's just eh. Spike hits really hard. Actually, of all of these, all of the crossbows, the Spike actually deals the most damage in one hit. It deals incredible damage. Then the Toadfish does the second most damage because it fires 2 shots. If you hit with both, it will do more damage than a single shot of the Spike, but you gotta hit with both. The Timpula. So the Tempura is an interesting one. Is there something fun you can do with it? Yes, originally this was designed as a weapon where you're supposed to San Francisco drift past your opponent, activate the Tempura, and do this crazy thing where you rip them apart from the side. No one's ever done that. Never once. It's never happened once in the entire video game. I've never seen it happen. I've never done it. No one can do this. This is not a thing. It never worked. However, a lot of people have found a lot of use for the Tempura as a melee weapon. Kind of like replacing, spikes or anything like that. Tempura does incredible damage. The Tempura actually needs to be fused for duration, and when fused for duration, it actually increases its damage from 600 to 900. This thing hurts. Tempura doesn't fuck around. If you can pull it off, if you can line up your shots, if you can pre-fire and activate the Tempura at the right time. By the way, there's a lot of ifs that I just threw out there. If you can do all that stuff, the Tempura does incredibly good damage. Right? But the problem is there's a lot of ifs. See? The damage is real. The damage of the Tempura, absolutely real. So, is the Tempura a good weapon? No. In reality, and this actually one doesn't have my new fused Tempuras on it. I have to actually re-upload Get Cut. But yeah, Tempura is interesting. Actually, there's a guy that I've been running across in a couple of battles. He has Tempuras mounted onto a think of it kind of like a platform that aims down, and he reverse wedges people with that platform and hits them with the Tempura from above. Because there's no counter to that. What are you gonna do? You don't know that you're about to get blown up from the top. So that can happen, but it's more of a thing. Oh, by the way, the Charbitus is again bottom 3, probably bottom 4 weapons in the game. Don't do it. Don't use it. Don't look at it. Don't touch it. It's fucking garbage. Just total. I'm a Helios man, always reminded of the plasma gun from Doom. I love the plasma gun. So let's see here. Fire weapons are pretty well known. Pretty sure we've gone over the mine weapons. Best weapon probably in the game, unfortunate. The Ripper is kind of annoying, but in Levy C-Dub because it just puts out so many targets for Leviathan to target. The drone, the Vulture, is probably bottom 5 in the game. It's total garbage. Yao Guai is actually good. It's sad. Why the fuck is the Yao Guai good? It is. It just is. It is good when the turrets are placed in the right spots, and you're able to hide in the background. If you're using a cabin that boosts your damage, or like driving in a straight line like the Aggressor or something, you can actually end up doing some great damage with the Yao Guai. It's actually annoying. Barrier is decent. Shouldn't be a weapon. These are all bad. So don't get the DT Cobra, don't get the DT Python, don't get the RT Anaconda. Don't do it. Fused drones are limited effectiveness. The Vulture was fun with reload mode, but you know what was better? The Yao Guai with reload mode. The Yao Guai reload mode was stupid. So dumb. It was just way too good. Grenadier is fun. Sidekick is terrible. And then, of course, nobody uses the Falcon, the Hawk, the Owl. But the Annihilator is still the best drone. Of all these drones, the Annihilator is the only one that I've seen CW used and used effectively. Emily is actually good when combined with that new cabin. Whatever the hell the cabin's name is. The Manitou? Yeah, the Manitou. Emily's, I think, the only good weapon with it, because it's the revolver with the most number of shots that isn't the Corvo. You might be thinking, well, what about the Corvo? Isn't the Corvo really good? No, because the Corvo is so fucking bad. The Corvo, the last shot deals 200% damage. So it's a 6-shooter that technically has 7 shots of damage. Wow. However, if the only way that you can activate the perk of the Manitou is if you have a shot left. So that means if you fire 5 shots, your perked shot, which is the 6th shot, is the one that you end up reloading your gun on, which means that the Corvo has no perk. So that's pretty bad. But the Emily has no perk. It just has the fastest projectile velocity grenades. So much faster than the Retcher, much faster than the Thresher, much faster than the GL55. The grenades that shoot out of the Emily are damn near direct fire, so keep that in mind. Emily also has a 2x2 base pin, so it actually can be put in places where you put the Lapara. And then in addition to that, it actually does get a benefit from the Manitou, because there are 6 shots in here, which means that you can shoot 5 of them and sacrifice only 1 of them to give yourself 20% more damage with 5 shots. And 5 times 2 is 10, which is 100% bonus damage. You get the idea. Long story short, it pays off its shot. It's actually good with the Manitou. Nothing else is, though. I think that's it. I mean, technically, if you're looking for something niche and fun, the adapter can be used on a reloading build because it actually is a reloading weapon. Even though its reload seems nigh instant, it does have a reload that can be boosted with percentage reload modifiers, so it can actually have an even higher DPS. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else to go over.
It's currently made.
And Friendship Bunny is here. She's danced away. The apple pie is going to have that caramel filling I just ate. Each Corvo shot deals 12.5% damage, except for the last one that deals 37.5%. With the Manitou's 20% buff, it would be 15% damage for the first 5 and 45% for the last one, but only if you do the perk at the very beginning. What time is it right now? Peanut butter jelly time. You get boosted damage for all shots from Manitou. Just sacrifice a little reload time. You get boosted damage from all shots on the Manitou, true. But in order to activate the Manitou, you have to have shots left in your gun to make it reload. I even have this written out as an answer on one of my YouTube videos, because somebody wanted to argue about it, and I'm like, okay, here we go, let's crank out the math. In reality, you can get a benefit from anything that has 6 or more shots. 4 or more, so if you're looking at the Athena, the Athena with 4 shots means that you fire 3, reload on 1, and it actually is a wash. You don't actually gain or lose any damage off of that, basically. Get in there, bots. Go. Oh, this guy's gonna stop here. That's not good. No! 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 Idiot! You have to move! So thankfully this guy that I'm fighting against is unarmed. I know what you're thinking. He had a gun. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had a Starfall. Well, he got me. Like, as I said, fucking Helios. Helios hurts. He's going to kill Higher Spirit. He might kill Magic Fingers. He's definitely going to kill Higher Spirit. There it goes. And then he's going to fight this guy. I don't think he's got the accuracy. No, he's got it. He's going to kill him. Fuck. 7 hit points. Doesn't matter where he hits him because he can hit him anywhere and he'll block. Yeah. Helios, yo. The lawless. Baboon power. I'm god-awful with these Battle Path Headlers, and I want to sell them now. But they're probably an Odin ingredient in 2 weeks. Should I wait to sell them? Oh, man. Well, Lost Marsh, you might be god-awful with them right now, but remember, they're going to get worse. That patch, which is cutting the speed of the Heather, hasn't dropped yet. I still have a dual Omomori. Oh, poor Tom. You're looking to sell him, aren't you? Don't do it. Whoa, did that say $11,380 for a fucking Stillwind? Oh my god. Still wins. Fuck you. Ow, 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 ow. No, Rocket. What is this guy doing? No, my bottom! He's attacking me in my bottom! Darn it. It will cost me 31,600 to make a noted. It cost 33,500 to buy it. Buy a Stillwind Thor, 200 uranium. Oh no, he's using Stillwinds! No, you're using a Stillwind. It's not gonna do anything. Explode. Damn. Who let the dogs out? Nailed it. Miho-san! Drop him! Use the power of the gun you're using. And the guy just drives away and you take your own shots to the face. Oh. Meh. Hold on a second, I can actually look at this. God damn it. God fucking damn it. What the fuck, man? The Stillwind, the weapon that I hate more than anything. It's still the second most expensive legendary. Remember, everyone, just wait. Everyone panic sold their Omomoris because, ooh, cold mechanic, makey the gun takey more damage. Meanwhile, these Mac geniuses forgot about the fire mechanic which is the exact same thing. So, the Stillwind is so much, and I've told this story before, and it looks like I'll be telling it again, because it is rare. Full stop. Story end. You might be wondering, just because it's rare? Yes. The only reason, literally, the only reason it is worth anything is because it's rare. And it's rare, and this is true, because it was bad. And it was bad because it was bad. It was just bad. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that guy, but it was bad. So when the Stillwind was released, it was bad. Everyone was like, what weapons in the Battle Pass should we spend our money on? Just so we're clear, no, it's not good now. It's never good. Hold on. So just so we're clear, the Stillwind came out at the exact same time as the Parser and the Destructor. So you had the Destructor. Hold on, I have to eat something. Good job, darling.
Give me that cup.
So you had the Destructor. Still a great gun. Doing literally thousands of damage. Powering through people's cabins, right? Then you had the Parser. Doing nearly thousands of damage. Stripping people's parts from significantly further away than any shotgun truly has any right to. Then you had the Stillwind. A weapon that, and this is true, their perk is terrible. The perk of the Stillwind is stupid. Which is, if you fire your gun while invisible, the Stillwind won't remove your invisibility. I mean, you'll still lose your invisibility, but it won't remove it like immediately. Alright, neat. So, hold on a second. This is just embarrassing. Anyway, so with those options in the same battle pass, they picked the better guns. And no one made the Stillwind. Even I didn't make the Stillwind. Nobody made it because it did garbage damage. Yes, the Stillwind is legendary and it's rare. But it's only rare because nobody made it. Everybody saw those other guns, and then all the other guns got nerfed. And now I know what you're thinking. Then they buffed the Stillwind, right? Yes. And do you know what happened after they buffed the Stillwind? It was garbage. It was still garbage after its first buff. What was the first buff? Pure damage. They were like, have more damage. Just pure damage. Have more damage. Was it enough? No, it wasn't enough. They buffed the Stillwind a second time. 12% more than the previous. Still not enough. Stillwind was still dog shit. So here's the question. Why did it become good? Because it never received another buff. And the answer is because during the time they were dicking around with the Stillwind, the Catalina cabin got released. And everybody and their mother was trying to find the Catalina super buff, hands together, everybody come together, move. And you know what's really interesting? Based on how the Catalina stacks damage, based on the speed of fire of weapons and all that stuff like that, the Catalina, after its second buff, met a certain basic criteria that made it good with the fucking Catalina cabin and nothing else. So, the crutch of the Catalina cabin held up the Stillwind, lifted it nice and high, and made the Stillwind seem good. And at that point, everyone's like, oh no, I don't have a Stillwind, and I want to use the Catalina with the Stillwind because the Catalina Stillwind damage is good. Ah! And then the price of the Stillwind went up. That's it. That's why. It's not because it was good. It's not because it was ever good. It's because of the fact that it was rare. And it was rare because it was bad. And then this Catalina came out, and people are like, wait a minute, that you can deal tons of damage. And this was before, by the way, they buffed the Cyclone. Now, by the way, have you noticed that the answer is the Cyclone? Everyone runs around with Catalina Cyclone. It's because they're using the gun that the Catalina works with the best. It's that's it. That's all it is. It has nothing to do with the Stillwind itself. Stillwind isn't good. It got immediately replaced by the better gun. They're like, hey, I can't help but notice that you can do everything that you can do with the Stillwind except faster. Just straight up faster. It's like, oh, it's just faster? It just gets you that 10 stack faster? And it does more damage faster? Cyclone it is. And now everybody uses Cyclone Catalinas instead of fucking Stillwind Catalinas. That's all. That's it. Stillwind or Starfall, believe it or not, the Stillwind... Okay, so even though I rag on the Stillwind, it is still better than the Starfall by a very wide margin. Stillwind sounds like a 1950s slang word for fart. Planet Cake, why don't you take your exact same Stillwind build that you can outdamage blah 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 in raids, and then use Cyclones. Use Cyclones. You'll do even more damage. You will simply do more because the damage is higher. Higher damage is more damage. Damage is damage. It does more damage. Give it a try. The Stillwind never became a weapon on its own. It's always been propped up, always been crutched up by the fucking Catalina. That's the only time you ever see it. Tell me about your build that can do so much damage, Splattercake. What's the cabin? Why don't you type the cabin into chat, Splattercake? Tell us what the cabin is of the build that is so good that you're referring to right now. The thing that does so good. Just go ahead and type the cabin that's on that build in there. What could it be? What could it be indeed? We all know that it's the motherfucking Catalina. You know that. I know that. Yeah, surprise. Shocking everybody, it's a Catalina build. Try the exact same build with Cyclones, you'll just do more damage. Has nothing to do with the gun, has nothing to do with the skill of the player, it has everything to do with the fact that Cyclones just simply do more damage. And that's why everyone's... Look at this guy. Oh, what's he using? What's this guy using? It's so weird. Strider's got what appears to be a low-rolling build with 2 guns on it. What could that have been? What could that cabin have been? It was the Catalina. You can use Ghost Stillwind. There's not a nerf coming. There's not a nerf coming to the... Okay, there is a nerf coming to the Catalina. It's not that big of one. Here's the thing. For those of us, I already showed this on my YouTube video. The Catalina nerf is not as big as it looks. It is a 5% damage nerf. That's not going to break the. It's not going to break the cabin. For the first 3 stacks, you do more damage. For the next 7 stacks, you do less. That nerf is being reverted. They are reverting that nerf, and they're applying a different one. They're not stacking the 2 nerfs together. Not enough people have spent their money on the Catalina cabin. Once they get the money, then they might nerf it twice. But, you know, it's a pack item. They're like, we want our money. I might be in trouble, chat. Darn it. I can tank these 2 bots and then not have to move. I'm gonna do it. Did I lose my... I lost it. Okay. I did it! I'm a hero! What we got? Why are their pack items bad? Like the revolver cabin? The revolver cabin is hit or miss. Ghost will be a better Blight post-patch. It could be. But the Blight has top speed on its side. With the still win, it's not bad at all. But they broke it, so I heard last patched. Oh, what? And broken in what way? Ermac is good. It came from a pack. Yeah, that's true. And they even had to nerf the Ermac because it was too dominant. That I sold mine for 1400 back when they were 1900. It's gonna be some form of gender studies degree, Friendship Bunny. I guarantee it. I guarantee it is gonna be gender studies. I'm trying to teach people about Taylor Swift. What about Taylor Swift are you trying to teach them? You know, girl power. Oh, man. Actually, from what I've heard, and don't quote me on this, I've heard, don't quote me on this, that there are guilds, clans, whatever you want to call them, who are attempting to run builds with heated weapons on heavier cabins right now. Don't quote me, though. You're gonna sell your lances? I've never even seen you use lances, Splattercake. I have no idea. I'm back. I had to get an MVP with my new Yang Wang Humpback build. Oh, Corn Pop, you piece of crap. Wait a minute. Is it one of those bricks? Is it one of those brick humpbacks that has the Yang Wang dangling underneath the front of the cabin, so it looks like the humpback has no weapons, and then you run up to them, and then you left mouse button and remove their frame instantaneously because it does way too much damage? Side mount leg build? What? That's new. Why am I always against these people? I'm always against Born to Mangle, Night Prowler, and Spaztacular. You guys notice that? Oh no, the daze module! I'm being dazed, chat. You son of a bitch. How is Born to Mangle still alive? That is a build. No! No! Do I still have my car jack? Ah! No! No! My god. But no, seriously, I keep coming up against Born to Mangle, Spaztacular, Night Prowler, Strider. They might be teamed up, but I'm wondering why I'm never put on their team. I'm pretty sure they're teamed up Yard Gnome. No, I've never seen him use anything other than his machine gun hovers. He's got plenty of machine gun hovers, too. And it's not just that meta hover he's using, Yard Gnome. I've seen him use other hovers that look exactly the same. Well, not exactly the same. They look different, but they follow the same pattern of 4 guns mounted onto the Omori middle or spinal mount with whatever engine in the middle, things like that, making it extraordinarily difficult to deal any damage to anything. Been trying to run Yokai in CC. Solar, it's hit or miss. Here's the thing I gotta say about this build. I don't dislike it. I really don't dislike this build. It's actually kind of interesting. Can I place it like this? I can, but can I? Oh, no. Aim. That's weird. It looks like it would fit. Darn it. Once again, we're up against Spaztacular, Strider on the same team because they're literally in the same guild, Born to Mangle and Night Prowler. So, looks like I gotta fight for my right to party. I think Splatacake may just be on my... Don't do it, Abigail. You bitch! That guy didn't kill Abigail? There we go. Fuck you, Alec Bot. Need help! Splatacake, help! Thank you. There we go. Now this guy's helping. I gotta do as much damage to this guy as possible before he kills me. Ah, he killed me. Dang that full team that's been on every single match against me every single time. What I should do, if I'm truly interested, is in stopping that kind of stuff, is I'd put melee down here. Here we go again. Look at that, Born to Mangle, Night Prowler, Strider, Spaztacular, again on the opposing team. Interesting. I am not grouped. Not grouped. Yard Gnome! Oh shit, it is on now, dogs. We've got Yard Gnome. For those who don't know, Yard Gnome is ultra wealthy and has tons of what we in the business call porcupines, or fuck-you-pines. Should that we protect him with our lives, we might just be fine. Okay, this guy, Orcus Lorcus, seems to really like pushing me. We got real players on the left side. Ow. No! If I play 5,000, but you have 13k, do you earn more than me in PvP for wires? No. The amount that you earn is based on your score. So if you have a higher score at me at lower power score, then you'll earn more points, and you'll earn more resources. Can't believe we lost. I blame everyone but myself. Night Prowler, Born to Mangle, Yard Gnome, Spaztacular, Strider. Once again, placed on their opponent's side. I don't know what's up with this game. Apparently the game thinks that I am more than a match for them, and I am inclined to agree. God damn it, they have Yard Gnome. I watched those porcupines roll past, and I'm like, wait a minute. Oh my god, Orcus Lorcus, you need to F the F off, my dude. DaveBot, here to win the day. Julie, slapping DaveBot down into the ground. Yard Gnome trying to hit me on the sides, doesn't even matter. Born to Mangle apparently W-keying me. He got me. What's interesting? I thought that guy was DV8, but it's not. It's TR4 or something like that. I like how Born to Mangle plays. He doesn't puss out. He's like, I got a W key in, that's my job, and he does it.
Oh, Born to Mangle plays today. I'm throwing this away.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on my yellow game. Very disappointing.
Well, thank you for the very disappointing Jello. Oh no, Deception 15, don't die. Deception 15, listen to the words I'm saying. Oh my god. No, he wasn't listening at all. It's 1v1 Orcus Lorcus versus Spaztacular. He's got, I guess, full durability. He should be fine. As long as he doesn't do something stupid like drop into a cap can and get missiled to death. That's it. GG. He won. Easy money. I don't know how we won that. Spaztacular? He's using a Spider, Step Spider Cabin, Triple Cricket. And once again, Spaztacular, Strider, Born to Mangle, Night Prowler on the opposing team. I have no idea what I did to deserve this. Like, you'd think the game would mix it up, but I'm pretty sure it's because it can't. I'm basically sure that it can't mix it up because they're grouped. Oh, that was close. No, don't fall into the pit, you stupid bot! Oh my god, Orcus Lorcus, my dude. Oh, Jacob Bot, you are a asshole. Ugh.
Hello.
Hello again. How are you?
I'm good.
Excellent.
Did you redeem the code that
I already did everything. Yeah, I did.
Okay.
It did nothing.
Okay. Splattercake, you said, did you redeem it on Steam?
Yeah, I redeemed it on Steam. It's the only place you could do it.
It's a DLC for a game you own.
Okay, I don't know. It said nothing to me.
Okay.
Nothing popped up.
Splattercake, you said nothing popped up.
I know, I said that out loud on stream. Everything already happened on stream.
Splattercake know.
Yeah, Spottica was here on stream when it happened.
Oh, well, I must have just gotten this message.
I don't know when messages are happening to you. I've mentioned this to everyone. Redeemed it already. Oh, see, look, here it is. There's the redemption. Already done. There's no buttons to push. Did it.
Oh.
Copied this code into this thing up here.
Does it tell you what you got?
No, it didn't. It didn't come up with anything. So I don't know what happened, but it was done.
Huh.
Yeah, this is it. Done. Finished. Finito. Completed. Off you go. No way. No! God damn it, Splattercake. I very well may. Oh, we lost Orcus Lorcus. Weird. We got Yard Gnome, which is good. Did they stop? D2? Yeah, they think they stopped. I think they actually took a break and they gave me a group that wasn't the exact same group for the last 30 groups. Nope. Oh, imagine being just tall enough to fire over this garbage. We can actually power down that shield. There's still a man there, by the way. See? He just can't do anything. We'll just power this down real fast. Oh, he's right behind me. Got him. Would the Master with the Astraeus work well? No. So, okay, well, yes, you can actually. So, it's weird. If you're thinking, should I mount the Astraeus to the Master cabin, the answer is no. Because then you deal damage to yourself. If what you're asking is, should I mount the Astraeus to a part like the gun mount and have the gun mount attached to the Master cabin, the answer is yes. That will work fine. Kansas Cowboy, thank you for stopping by. So, for example, if you look at the old Astraeus, right? The Astraeus itself does damage to whatever it's mounted upon, right? So if you overcharge the gun, which I don't even believe you actually need to do, but everyone does anyway because it does boatloads of damage. Even after its nerf, it still does 513. That's actually pretty good. But if you do it too much, notice that says you take 72 damage. That's because that damage is going to the parts that the Astraeus is mounted upon, right? And so eventually, you're going to punch through your own build, and you're going to degun yourself. Eventually. Well, here's the thing. If you put that on the Master cabin, but not on the cabin itself, really? Get out of here. There you go. But not on the cabin itself, this is an example of that. From way back in the day. Obviously, because the hovers don't fill out the entire thing anymore. But this is a pure example of that, where the averter here is being used to reduce damage to the gun mounts. So the Astraeuses do less damage to the gun mounts because the gun mounts have effectively 30% more hit points, and then you can use the Master cabin to then auto-heal the gun mounts back to full life. So you basically won't degun yourself. Hooray. Does Hippogriff act as a Doppler for drones? If so, I have a cheeky Levy idea. Yeah, it does, actually. If you're asking, will the... I mean, it's not technically a Doppler. It's a in-between. It's a little bit... It's stronger than Maxwell, weaker than Doppler. But will that radar direct drones the same way other radar does? Yes, it does. Mateus says, that's another idea, mount gun mounts to the Master and the Astraeus on top of the gun mounts. That's the idea. You don't want to put the Astraeus on the Master, because the Master doesn't heal itself, right? This is just a cute little truck. Yep, this also works. They're using the elbow mounts on the sides. This also works. They're using the gun mounts on the sides. But yeah, you want to put the thing on a gun mount and simply heal it up. Easy, easy. Darn it. We're up against them again. Born to Mangle. They didn't go to sleep. The game just gave me a break. Now it's right back into the shit. This is your fault, chat. Somehow. Crap. No, 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 no. Samantha, you bitch! Oh, thank goodness. That dude jumped right in the way. Like a goddamned hero. We gotta get in there. We gotta save Orcus Lorcus. Go, W key, go! Orcus Lorcus, no! Spaztacular's changed to artillery, I think. Flat of cake. Yard Gnome says, do not sell your lances. Oh, there he is. We got him. What the hell? It's a hover heather. Who stabber? Let's go. Ah. This is the link to the This is the link he gave you for everything that you need. Hold on. How come I can't seem to one-hit that thing? There we go. Give it a try, Splattercake. This might be the next big meta. It's got plenty of Hermes, so you're fast. $723 damage for a spear? I mean, that ain't terrible, right? How come that only did 1.3k? That's not good. 1.7k. You know, lances are in a very interesting spot in Crossout because you can't make them too strong or everyone will use them, but you can't make them too weak or they're not usable at all. Right now, I think they fall into the latter category. What are we gonna do, chat? Interestingly enough, in Levy CW, there are sometimes you come across people who are obviously lancers, and they're attempting to lance their way into the Leviathan to do as much damage as possible to sever like the cabin from the levee. I've never actually successfully had one do that to me because they do so little damage. So, before we continue on, I gotta say, this build has been pretty good. I mean, yeah, we have these defeat streaks in there, and, you know, victories and defeats, been a lot more defeats than victories, but let's be absolutely clear. That's because we were playing against a preset team of 5 that are, you know, butt rushing me from the start. So I'm not worried about it. This build actually seems to clap cheeks. Does pretty well. All evidence to the contrary. I think it's the fact that you're combining Cyclone damage with Aurora Heat with the bonus Humpback damage, and you end up actually doing pretty darn well. Which, the reason why I'm finding it interesting is because they're not Omomori'd, right? That's why I'm finding it interesting. They're just standard Cyclones that are in the wide open, non-moried, and they do it alright. This is the F the ground build. Got it. What up, Shinobi-wan? I know in order to make this shot, you've got to aim real low. Like, ridiculously low. Do you see how I'm, like, aiming at the ground? I kind of wish the Jawbreaker and Humpback were like 5 kilometers an hour faster. You can fuse them to be 3 kilometers an hour faster. Since they're supposed to be the offensive heavy cabs with their perks and all that. So, the thing is, the Humpback is already pretty insane. Actually, I believe this mine is fused for 3% or 3 more kilometers an hour. It is got that sweet, sweet 3 kilometer max speed. But then again, if it were 2 more kilometers an hour, that'd be good. If any heavy cab needs it, it's a savior. Savior? Are you talking about the Bastion? Of course you can bake a cake for Valentine. Whatever you please. Is the Bastion called... Oh, the Savior. Jesus Christ. The most forgettable freaking cabin. Oh my god. Well, just so you guys know, if you want a fast cabin, this is your guy right here. Yokozuna is the fastest. It used to be the Echo, and then they nerfed the Echo, and that bothers me. Oh, wow. That's probably why they're nerfing the Hugin. I think the Savior just kind of, what's it running? Sucks. I do like the fact that it looks like Optimus Prime, but the problem is the damage bonus is too low. In order to, you know, achieve this thing's perk, you gotta get lucky. Or, believe it or not, the Savior could be good in a Fire Dog. The weapons that counter the Cyclone directly are parsers will do it. Any of these, tsunamis, typhoons, mammoths, mastodons, they counter it. Helicons do it, but I think the one that counters it the worst is the Athena. I think that having my Cyclones go up against Athena's is usually a very bad decision. It almost always ends up with me tripped well sooner than they are. Oh, Destructors. Destructors do that shit too. Like, that is a point and delete button on your big ass Cyclones. How fast does it lose its damage perk, Tom? Holy shit. That sounds awful. Does it lose the damage perk at the same rate that the Bastion loses its damage perk? Or Humpback loses? Here's the thing, I think that heavy cabins need better perks. Because you're paying an energy for the perk. That perk better be off the chain. I think that the damage bonus that you gain on the Humpback should never drop. Fight me. So, like, if someone's dealt you 1,000+ damage or whatever the fuck, you shouldn't have to watch your damage bonus just peter off and like tickle away. That shouldn't happen because you've already taken that damage. Meanwhile, if you look at the Catalina, it's like, well, the more damage I do, the more damage I do. And yuck, 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 yuck. It's like, come on, man. Like, why is one of these I have to pay and then I lose it, and the other one is you don't, you just get paid for being paid. Like, that's kind of fucked up. Oh, you dealt a lot of damage? Well, now you're going to do even more because you dealt my damage. Oh, your damage is higher, and now you're going to do even more damage. All right, that's the Catalina. Fucking Humpback is you've taken damage. Okay, well, for a little bit of time, you do a little bit of damage back. Enjoy. No destructors. Okay, why am I eating dick from every side? I prefer eating dick from only one side. I know that I'm being shot in the back. There's nothing I can do. I'm literally surrounded. And there's your answer. There's destructors instantaneously popping off your cyclones. Oh man, he got. You got 11 shots left, and you're dead. Yep. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Savior King? Interesting. Humpback, Bastion, Ermac are like the only good epic heavy cabins right now. Sadly, I mean, I really used to really like the Echo, but I don't think it's as good as it used to. I don't know if the Icebox post buff is going to matter. I don't think it's a big enough buff. Splat of cake's on our side. We get the power of the cake. Everyone loved the Echo, but that was before the... Damn it, why can I never remember the name of the damn thing? The Hadron. Why would you want to get close to get a 50% reload boost when you can always have a 50% reload boost in exchange for 3 energy? You bought an Athena? I thought you already had an Athena. Ugh. Fucking A. Be annoying. Yeah, like I don't see that Orders Lucas targeting my ass with his laser. Team not pushing, so I have to do it myself. That's not good. Splatta Cake, hold the line. I'm walking away from you, Splatta. I have to walk all the way around this effing thing all on my own. Matthias, no! There we go. Burke actually charges pretty quickly. Dang it, I managed to walk all the way around, and it was too late. My team got rolled. Making me do all this effing work myself. It's the freaking kaiju that's gonna kill me. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Too much team being bad. No. So the Echo's perk actually charges pretty quickly, and honestly, the range that the enemies have to be in is actually pretty generous. The problem is that you get that 50% reload versus getting that at all times. If it's really rough. Like honestly, I think that it needs a bit of a boost in some fashion. But what do I know? Originally, the Echo used to have a 70-kilometer-hour top speed, though. And then they nerfed it because they were like, oh, whoopsie, we don't want heavy cabins doing fucking anything. We're like, no, 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 not heavy cabins. No, 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 no. Oh, I love you too, Fringe. You know I have a fused Bastion, right? We finally meet, Divicious. We finally meet you. It. No. No. Where's the rest of the any team? Blah. I'm dead. Oh my god, this guy's on a Catalina and got up to 4 stacks, a whopping 4 stacks. Oh my god. Get him, Hensoke. Oh man, if you can turn that thing around. Oh, the damage! Look, I don't have porcupines, but if I did, I wouldn't suck with them. I don't mean to be rude. Oh, look at that. Fringe Buddy's here with apple pie. She wants apple pie attention. Everybody give her apple pie attention. It looks delicious, glorious. Everybody, apple pie attention.
And look what I'm wearing, Father.
And she's wearing a dress.
And look at my oven mitt.
And they're wearing oven mitts. They are oven mitty. Ah. Good to know. Good to know. Her pronouns are she, her. Give she a round of applause.
You can't touch it because it's cooling, but look, I used egg wash on it to make it.
There's egg wash making it shiny. She wants everyone to know these things and get attention for doing these things. Oh god, we're gonna get hit by that. Never mind, we're fine. Tom Johnson gave hearts. Yard Gnome says gluten-free apple pie. I hate you. Of course not. Do you, Florence? Born to Mangle is attacking only me, because why wouldn't he? Dude, Born to Mangle hates my ass. But then again, something tells me that without me alive, we lose. Oh, this isn't that bad of a build. Get him, Gizzy. Nice. Nice. Nice! He stripped him. Get him, Gizzy! Get him, Gizzy! Gizzy, no! Stop eating artillery shots! Ah, Gizzy's dead. Oh, yep, there it is, the artillery shots. Fudge. Bastion's fine, but it still feels to be edged out by Cohort, Ermac, Humpback, but in my opinion, it's probably biased. Bastion really only shines when it comes against Destructors and Helios. The opposite? The opposite of that? The Bastion is super bad against Destructors and Helios. Like, the worst. The Bastion fucking gets... that's literally the hard counter to the Bastion. It has no energy resistance at all. That front plate takes full damage. Ooh, it gets torn up by Destructors. Like, it's not even protected. It's no, that's the opposite of what happens. It just gets completely, like, raped. Bad, very bad. Abigail, don't you do this. Don't you do this, Abigail. Ooh, it's got a high explosive in there. Got it. You a wanger? Roner? I appreciate this guy's chutzpah. But I am not letting a single one of those drones do jack or shit. I don't know why he keeps running in. GG. Splattercake wants to be in a group. Let's go, Splattercake. Take me to the promised land of good teammates. Better not be a bad teammate, Splattercake. You're on stream. I feel like there should be a cab that got dedicated energy resistance perk that isn't the Nova. There's 3 cabs with an offensive energy perk. One of them gets barely used. Offensive energy. Okay. You should strap booster downward facing, creating a jumper spider. It's true, you cannot mount boosters up or down. That was on a test server like 6 months ago. But they were like, whoopsie, everybody just flies across the map from the start of the map. So we're not doing that. Oh shit! No! Well, I don't know where that guy's going, but he's going there without whatever exploded. How much damage can that thing take? My Second Amendment, no! My Second Amendment, chat! God damn it. I dealt that guy first pass over 1,000 damage, second pass another like 1,500 damage, plus the thing that blew up. Guy took 3k and was fine. He's just like, what if I just drive around and shoot you with my shotguns? It's like, why did you not die? Why didn't you get closer to death? Something even blew up in his build, doesn't matter. Alright. Later, Mateus. Photon and the Pilgrim add energy damage based on any heat level, so they're not completely useless. Quantum is like a reverse humpback. Yeah. Quantum used to be very strong, by the way. Nothing changed about the Quantum, by the way. It's not like they nerfed the Quantum and it became weak. They actually... The Quantum just was strong because of the limited access to cabins. And as far as epic cabins went, it was a direct successor to the Growl. So it was very good in that respect. Yes, that's what I'm saying, Tom. Tom gets it. There were 2 purple cabins. There were 3 purple cabins, actually. Humpback, Quantum, and Werewolf. And those were your options. And they were terrible. With the exception of the Humpback, which somehow managed to stay good this entire time. Ethan, no! You're driving right into your own death, Ethan! Ethan! No, my hard counter. Damn you, destructors. Damn you, King, you big pussy. Just take the hit. I don't want my build to take damage. Triple Executioner. That's nice. God damn you, my hard counter. Destructors just stripped off my other gun. Thankfully, though, I've got this powerful laser. No, it's not powerful at all. Oof. Wow. That is a long time ago. Splatter cake. Splatter cake. What weapons are you using, Splatter cake, to do 55 points? Do you think heat rockets and nest are overpowered? I can't dodge them at all, and they do a lot of damage for essentially being free. No, they're not strong. The combo exists. The combo can perform functions. I do not personally believe the combo is good. You might have a couple people disagreeing with me in the comments. Splattercake is saying this is what he's using. Oh my god, Executioners. You're using Executioners at 14k? No, Splattercake. No! Executioners have their limits. And this is coming from someone who's played Executioners for years. The limit of the Executioner is well below 13k. It's 10. Remember when nests penetrated your whole build? Yes, Bagov. We were actually discussing that earlier. Nests, before they got fixed, were pretty damn busted. Nests, after they got fixed, are what they are right now, which is to say a little bit disappointing. Hover just shot me with 3 phoenixes, so I drove under them before they went boom, and it worked. That's good stuff right there. Alright. I've been streaming for about 3.5 hours. I've only been doing so that pie could be created in my presence, and then so that I could then partake in pie. I think I've done pretty well. Surprisingly, I have to admit the Aurora combined with the Cyclones is pretty freaking good. What do you guys think is the next Aurora combo? Should it just be with Whirls? Should I just W key people down with Whirls? Or should I be doing Aurora Nothung? Aurora Nothung, maybe? By the way, this is a very ghetto build. This needs a lot of refinement, but once it gets its... if I did refine it, it would end up looking great. Like, this just is, you know, standard. This is what I'm doing to put the frame together, get a walker going, think that kind of stuff like that. This could look good. Needs fangs. No, I mean, it could look good. Like, this I didn't build, but this is an example of one that does look pretty good, right? But it also doesn't have an Aurora. Not that it matters. It's also the Master Cabin. Alright, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you, Corn Pop, for every super chat that you give. Thank everybody for any other additional super chats that you give. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for liking Crossout, even after all the things that Gaijin does. But regardless of all those things, I hope you guys stay safe, stay healthy, and stay happy. I am going to stop streaming now, get some rest, maybe get some pie. We'll see how that goes. And yeah, may hopefully see you guys either a little bit later this week. Thank you all for joining. Peace.